Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Auburn Blitz here on this Thursday. Brett and Randy here with you for your lunch hour, and we're glad that you join us each and every day here on the Blitz. Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensa Green are our corporate partners here on the program, and we appreciate them more than they'll ever know. You can call us 256-234-6221 to be part of the program by phone. Of course, you can chat with us on social media or on YouTube. You can find us there, and we want to continue to tell everybody to go out and subscribe to our YouTube page out there. We want to continue to build that audience and that side. You can set your phone or your tablet to an alert every time we go on the air. Doesn't matter if it's our podcast in the mornings at 8 o'clock that Randy and I do, or if it's this show every day at noon. You'll get an alert and you can click right on it and it'll take you right to the show. So make sure you go out there and do that. We know a lot of you already do that, but I just want to encourage you to do that if you're not already. A lot to dive into today as Auburn gets ready to take on Texas A&M on Saturday at 6:30. You and I are looking forward to being in a night game, an SEC game. You know, the environment Jordan-Hare is second to none. I've been all over the SEC. And a lot of the games I've been to have been at night in these other places. There's no – look, I know we're biased, but there's no better environment than Auburn, man. The fans show up, the way everything's synced and the sound and just everything about the environment's just so much fun.
It's the most frustrating part about Auburn football right now, if you ask me. And that there's a long list that's frustrating, but probably the most frustrating is we can't even seem to win at home anymore. And not against – great opposition.
Right.
I mean, mediocre opposition that comes into Jordan-Hare wins football games against us right now. That hasn't been the case.
No.
Even when we've had mediocre football teams against Alabama, against Georgia, against some of these teams, we've played well above our heads. And right now, for whatever reason, during this Hugh Freeze regime, we're not playing good football at home. That must change. And we talked about it this morning, and I'll continue it on right here, maybe as a hot topic, because you were very, very heated on it this morning, and I thought you gave some really good points on why you're heated. But this is a massive football game for Hugh Freeze. I don't want to set us up for failure if it don't go our way Saturday night, but I have no confidence whatsoever in going on the road and winning in Tuscaloosa. If we do it, nobody's going to be happier than me and you.
No doubt.
So I definitely want to do it. I'm just talking reality.
Right.
I'm not expecting us to go do that. That is why this game at home is so important, though, on Saturday, because it's a winnable football game against an opponent that is not – they're number 15 in the country, but go down and look at their scores against other teams. This is not some world-beating football team for Texas A&M by no stretch of the imagination. I know Hugh Freeze and other coaches need to get up there in press conferences and tee them up, make them a little bit higher than they normally are. But, you know, I can look down and look at stats, and we'll talk about it here in the second segment of the show, just kind of looking at Auburn's offense and defense and matching it up with Texas A&M's offense and defense. But, Brett,
Randy, I mean,
it's a massive football game Saturday night.
They're not better than us in any category. I mean, you look at it, offensively, they're 49th in the country. We're 41st in the country. 9th in the conference. We're 7th in the conference. Defense ain't even close, man. It's not even close. They're the 47th ranked defense in the country, 11th in the conference. We're 14th nationally in defense and 3rd in the conference. This thing ain't close, man. And you look at a comparison like this coming into Jordan-Hare at 6:30 at night, you go, that's over. That game's over, man. If we have to turn the ball over 7 times to lose that one, which we can now, that's the problem. But you look at this. They don't do anything better than us. They're 15th in the country because they don't make mistakes. That's the difference. They execute in the red zone. And you're right. You look at these scores. Bowling Green, they beat 26-20. They lost to Notre Dame 23-13. They hammered Missouri, but they squeaked out a win against Arkansas, 21-17. They beat Mississippi State by 10, 34-24. I'm not blown away. They just got their doors blown off 2 weeks ago in South Carolina. South Carolina's a good team. Now, everybody slept on them a little bit, but they're a good football team. But outside of that, man, they ain't got any quality wins. I mean, they beat LSU 38-23, but LSU's turned into garbage. They don't have a good quarterback. So, look, man, you're right. This is a very winnable game at home at night, and Auburn fans deserve something positive for the hell that they've been going through the last 3 or 4 years. And again, get out there and perform. I know the kids want to perform. I know they want to win. The seniors want to win. This is their last time in Jordan-Hare Stadium. And you've got an opponent that's very beatable. Now, again, you got to go out and play good football. But we seem to have played better on the road this year, which is weird, than we have in our own stadium.
It's the worst part of it. And I know that a coach must mute expectations. I get it. But there's a point where you got to go, okay, here's where we're turning over a new leaf. Here's where we're taking this thing to the next level with no excuses.
Right.
I'm so sick of football excuses at Auburn. I'm so sick of you sitting over there and saying, South Carolina seems to have it going in the right direction.
And
When's the last time South Carolina out-recruited us?
They haven't.
When's the last time South Carolina paid more for a coach than us?
They haven't.
When's the last time that they had a home field environment like Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn?
They haven't. But they've got a good one. They got a good one,
but it doesn't compare.
I mean,
nobody.
I wouldn't trade it.
Trade it. Nobody over our lifetime has gone. How often have you heard during our life that Jordan-Hare Stadium's the toughest place to go on the road and win?
Isn't that the mantra?
The only other one that I've ever heard is LSU at night with Death Valley. Auburn always. The expectation when you go in there is you're going to have to play a touchdown to a touchdown above to be able to
Carson
win the football
Beck,
game.
Joe Burrow, keep going down the list, all say that's the hardest place I've ever had to go into and play a game.
But for whatever reason, right now it's not. Lesser than programs are coming in and winning consistently. Hugh Freeze needs a good win.
Yeah, let's stop right there. What's been his best win at Auburn? What has – I don't think we've asked that question. What game has he won? All right, let me just say this. I pulled a highlight video for the Lake Martin Auburn Club. Me and Justin put that video together. I went and pulled all the clips, and it encompassed golf, baseball, football, and basketball. And we did about a 10, 12-minute highlight deal. Justin tied it all together, and we put cool music to it. You know what I pulled from football last year? The Arkansas game. Like, I was pulling all types of clips of Auburn basketball and then going back to championships and stuff. And I didn't want to dive into Harsin, obviously, because that sucked. So I wanted to just – because Coach Freeze was there and Coach Pearl was there, so I wanted to use clips from last year. So I was trying to pull games. I think I pulled one from Vanderbilt, a couple clips. And then most of the highlights for football in the whole video came from the Arkansas game because we went up there and thumped them. Now, that was an impressive win. But outside of that, man, what game last year and into this year has been impressive, an impressive win for him?
Don't look at me wanting me to come up with that answer. I don't think
this could be the biggest win of his career.
He needs it desperately. There's a lot of people out there. I'm not trying to say that I'm jumping off the bus, the old Gus bus talk. I'm not saying that I'm completely negative towards Hugh Freeze at this point. I'm telling you there's a lot of people that feel the same way I do right now. And there are orange and blue glasses always people that I've talked to that always try to spin things in a positive direction that are watching.
They can't spin
They're
that.
watching him right now and they're going, I'm about sick of all the excuses on why we can't win football games at Auburn anymore.
This is disgusting. When you look back at the schedule, and you look at a 21-14 loss to Cal. Peyton Thorne gets benched after that game. Hank Brown comes in, New Mexico plays a full game, wins 45-19. Hank Brown starts the Arkansas game, not getting it done. He gets benched at halftime. You lose 24-14. Those two games in itself were just a comedy of errors. and indecisiveness by the coaching. What did I just say? You went through 3 quarterback changes in 3 games. I start him, bench him, start this other guy, bench him, start the other guy back again. All right, so you're all discombobulated. All right, you lose that game, you got a mediocre Oklahoma team coming in the next week.
With no wide receivers.
No wide receivers and a freshman quarterback never started on the road. Okay? Now, he got a good run at the beginning of the game and got him up 7. We're up 21-10 in this game. Okay? In the fourth quarter, driving to put the game away, and all 4 tires blew off at the same time. I'm talking about that car was sitting there, and simultaneously all 4 tires exploded. You lose the game 27-21, and you're looking at yourself like, well, how did we lose to that team? All right, another ugly loss. Then you go on the road to Georgia, played pretty good. Didn't play bad.
Well, we've gotten to the point now with Georgia where if we only lose by 2 scores on the road, we played great.
Well, and, Jarquez Hunter had a big run. We had a stop, it looked like, on 4th down in Georgia scoring. I think we stopped him, but nevertheless, you lose that one 31-21. Then you come back with 2 teams that, Missouri's had a good year, but they lose their starting quarterback in the first drive of the game. We led the whole game and then somehow figured out a way to screw that up, let the guy come back from the hospital and drive the team down the field in 17 plays. Won that game 21-17. Then we go on the road with Hugh Freeze at home with food poisoning, and we play our best game, 24-10, win that one, and the ugliest game of the year, you lose to Vanderbilt. 17-7. Just ugly, man. But all these games are within like a score. And it's just putrid.
Well, the difference between Texas A&M and Auburn right now, and I know we're up against the break, is they've won the close ones, we've lost them.
That's what it boils down to.
That's the difference.
All right, up against our first break. Stay tuned. More to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Burner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell. There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Get ready to rev up your fall with Adams Motorsports in Montgomery. This season, experience the thrill of the open road like never before. From sleek motorcycles to powerful ATVs to versatile side-by-sides, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for adventure. Whether Polaris, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, Adams sells and services the best. Go to where the journey begins. Visit us today or online for more information. From East Alabama's first family of power sports, Adams Motorsports of Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dayville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
We're hammering down high prices at Blitz Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to $14,000 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox compact SUV with high-tech features discounted up to $4,000 off. Enjoy your holidays with no payments until February. Choose from over 500 new and used on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. 45 minutes left in the show today. Let's go to the phone lines, the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline. Welcome in, Larry. What's up, Larry?
Hey, how you doing today?
We're good, brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I just want to comment on the guy that we got on the show today that's sitting over on the left side.
Which one?
He is, what's his name?
Randy?
Sitting over on the left.
Randy or Brett?
Right.
Which left? Is it me?
He's sitting behind the Cubs jersey.
That's you.
That's Randy.
That's Randy.
Randy. Okay, he seems like he can know more insight about things that are going on with the football team than any other analysis I've been hearing about, seeing them about. And I'm like this guy. I'm tired of the excuses because we supposed to be right now. If we had any kind of coaching staff, we at least supposed to be the won 7 games. We didn't give away games we should have won. They make excuses about the players can't learn to play, but that's what you got the assistant coaches for, to teach the players to play. And then you go out and recruit all these good receivers, but you ain't got nobody to give them the ball.
Yeah, you're right, Larry. I mean,
how do you escape the win and you ain't got no quarterback to win?
We questioned that all the way back from the spring. We thought for sure Auburn would go out in the portal and get another quarterback, and they didn't.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, it ain't like we all thinking it.
Sir?
I said it seems like we all thinking it, except the guy to pull the trigger and make the decision.
You see, come up with excuses every week. I'm just sick of these excuses. I've been an Auburn fan ever since Tucker Fleckerson.
Yeah.
And they were back in the early 60s. And I just don't understand what direction this program is headed in with you Freeze.
Larry, you got valid concerns, man. You got valid concerns.
We putting Thorne out there expecting results. And it's the same thing every week.
Unfortunately, you're right. And when I tell you, I don't have any answers, brother. All I can say is I hope it gets better. Hope there's some better decisions that are made. Hopefully you learn from the errors of your own ways and you come in and correct some of this stuff. That's all I can offer up.
Well, I understand your frustration because mine run deeper than that. and I'm just tired of it. I don't even expect Auburn to win because they'll get a game away in the end.
Yeah, we've all become that way. We all feel like we're just sitting there waiting for something bad to happen, and normally it does. So.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's what I tell people all the time. I said, Auburn, they're going to lose it. And then that's what happened. They turn around and lose. They don't know how to win. The coaching staff don't know how to coach.
On the offensive side, for sure, right now.
You're right. You're right 100%. And I just want you to tell that this guy, he know more about this program than anybody.
Are you listening now?
I'm hearing everything you say.
I mean, thank you, Larry.
Master of all knowledge over here to my right.
Thank you, Larry. We appreciate it, though.
Thank you, Larry.
Please call us back.
Yeah,
okay?
Appreciate it. Hey,
Brett, I hope you do listen to Larry. Larry's trying to tell you something.
I heard him, man.
If you'll listen to me, I can teach you some things.
I'm all ears.
I've been trying to teach you things for
I'm all ears.
at least 45 years now.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to let you go the rest of the way.
The biggest problem I have, and Larry hits on it extremely well, is we keep hiring offensive-minded head coaches.
Right.
And the offense continues to be our problem. We've got one of the best defenses in the conference and one of the best defenses in the country. And I'm fairly certain that Coach Durkin is playing more freshman snaps than just about anybody else in the conference. I don't hear him or anybody else making an excuse for that defense. And I am sick and tired of listening to coaches make excuses on why we can't do certain things on the offense. And this is not only Hugh Freeze. This goes back to Brian Harsin. And my gosh, it goes back to Gus Malzahn, which it feels like we got the 2.0 version of Gus Malzahn with a slightly better job of recruiting.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's unfortunately, that's where we're headed. Now, Gus Malzahn never had a losing season, so I can't. Don't let me knock him too bad here. But Gus Malzahn would always say we just got we've got a package.
Well,
we got a certain package for a certain set of players.
Right.
And it felt so high schooly to say it that way.
Well, he was high school.
He
never got out of it.
And I don't want to knock high school coaches by saying
never got it out.
There's a lot of great coaches that start in the high school ranks, Bill Clark being one of the best in this state.
But he never graduated away from it.
Yes.
That's the deal.
But we seem to have a lot of the same conversations right now.
Same ones for 10 years. I mean, again, I go back to key win for Hugh Freeze.
What is it to you?
It's got to be Arkansas last year. Well, I mean, it's got to be because I'm going to say
it
could have been Alabama. He could have beaten Alabama in year one, and it'd have been like, man, and that was coaching.
One of your biggest explosions over the last 7 or 8 years was when Auburn celebrated the way that they did following the Ole Miss win.
Never forget it.
You lost your mind.
I mean, it was a joke.
That Monday.
Right.
That we're jumping around against a very mediocre Ole Miss team when we were as mediocre as we were at the time.
Right.
It really bothered you.
That's
about what I think about an Arkansas win.
That's what it is.
I mean.
But that's all I can pull for Hugh Freeze right now. I mean, he beat Arkansas and Vanderbilt. I know we got to get back to the phone lines. Eric McKinley, Mortgage Pro Hotline. Go ahead.
I've got 2 questions.
Okay.
How much of a percentage do you think we have to win the last 2 games? And who do you think will start Saturday at quarterback?
Thank you, Randy.
Appreciate your call, Randy. Thanks so much.
Hey, guys, thank y'all for taking my call, and thank y'all 2 gentlemen for being there. I know it's hard.
It's painful at times.
We plow through. We plow through, Randy.
But, hey, we've got basketball on the horizon and currently going on, so it's keeping my spirits up.
But War Eagle.
War Eagle, thank you so much, Randy.
The first question, 10%. I think we've got to win both. You give us higher than that?
No, he's saying combined to win both. Right.
I think he asked, what percentage do you give us to win both games?
Yeah, it's probably about 20-20.
I'm giving 10. I think we've got, if we can play and get out of our own way, I think we got a 60% chance of winning.
Let's just see
on Saturday.
Let's just see what ESPN says about that.
Well, you talking about us on the road at Tuscaloosa?
No, I'm talking about the Texas A&M game.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about winning both.
I know, but I'm talking about one at a time. You said 60 to win Texas A&M.
Both.
I know, but you said
I said we got a 60% chance of winning against Texas A&M.
That's what
for me.
I just want to see what the predictor says.
And it gives us about a 5% chance of winning on the road at Tuscaloosa.
42.3 against Texas A&M.
I'd flip it the other way. That's how
So
confident.
basically 64.
I like that, but I don't think we got any chance going on the road winning Tuscaloosa. Now, if we do, I'll be happier than.
Let's see what they've got to Alabama. They got 90 to 9.
There you go. That's where I am.
90.9 to 9.1. So about right.
10%.
Well, that average ain't 10%.
I told Larry tried to tell you earlier, and you won't listen.
That average is not 10%, by the way. If you
To win both?
Not to win both, it's not.
Yes, both. You got to win the second one to win both.
Exactly. You do have to win.
10%.
I'm just saying, you add them together, I got 20.
Larry.
So. All right, we're going to break. I'm going to let him
He
mull
never
over
has
this.
been good at math.
And neither have you. So.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
This is Kathy Holmes with Preparatory Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
The results are in, and Game Day Men's Health in Auburn has delivered. The certified medical team at Game Day Men's Health wants to help you feel better. Text 334-209-3706 to set up your free testosterone check and consult. Results back in as little as 15 minutes. Tired of feeling tired? Text 334-209-3706 to Game Day Men's Health in Auburn. They make you feel better.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Halfway through our program today, you can comment away on Facebook. Got some comments coming in. Randy said you're the savant of Auburn Sports Blitz.
Yep.
All right, Luke said 60% of the time Auburn wins every time. There you go. That's Yogi Bear stuff right there. Tony said, I have Auburn winning by 3 against A&M. 27-24, Iron Bowl's a toss-up, even if it is in Tuscaloosa, in my opinion. Don't exactly like Auburn's chances in the Iron Bowl, but this is Kalen DeBoer's first Iron Bowl, and anything can happen. We saw Auburn last year should have won the ball game and somehow gave up one of the worst plays in all of football history with a 4th and 31 where you rushed 2 men. I still don't understand. When's
the last time we went over there and won?
When was it? Was it 2010? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Cam's getting gray.
Yeah, he is.
He's graying and looking weirder by the minute. Every time I see a photo and a video of him,
right.
So he's not getting any younger. That's how long ago that was.
Right,
if you think I think a 4-win Auburn team's going to Tuscaloosa and winning, y'all gonna have to find somebody else to buy into that.
Sell that one too.
Yeah.
But you look at it from a standpoint of let's not worry about that game until let's see what happens Saturday. And Texas A&M again. Good year. Tip your hat. 8-2, Mike Elko's first year. They're 5-1 in conference play. But the last conference game they played, they got blown out. So they have Texas coming up next week. I sent that over to you, talked about it on the podcast a couple days ago. Mike Elko said, man, we are zoned in. We're not overlooking Auburn. We're so zoned in, we got Texas Auburn right in our crosshairs. I'm like, boy, that sounds like you're real focused. They're working on some Texas stuff too. So this is a perfect opportunity for Auburn in a trap game situation at home to get a big win over Texas A&M. Last time they were at Auburn won the game. Mm-hmm. Carnell was interim coach. Auburn pulled it out.
We had an identity that night, though, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely.
We went in knowing we were going to be physical and hold the football and try to win it at the end. I knew what we were doing. It's from week to week what we're doing right now. I really and truly feel like I'm back in the Gus Malzahn days. No idea what we're going to throw out there this Saturday. Do I think we've got the guys that can go out there and win the football game and we've got the talent to do it at home? Absolutely. It's the most frustrating part about it.
Yeah, it is.
Tommy Tuberville's first year, I remember going to some of those games, Brett, and thinking, man, we are so depleted talent-wise. How in the world did Terry Bowden get us to this level? How in the world's Clifton Robinson the best option we've got at running back?
And Lizard back there.
What did we do for this to happen to us? Anybody that uses that excuse now is just trying to give themselves an out.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because it's not the case.
Marquise Cooper back there at running back. All right, listen to this stat. All right, offensively, we talked about the numbers in every category pretty much favoring Auburn. This one does not. This is why Texas A&M is 8-2 and Auburn's 4-6. Red zone efficiency. 95% of the time they get points. 38 out of 40 trips into the red zone, 29 touchdowns, 9 field goals. Look at Auburn's red zone efficiency. 77.4%. 24-31, only 16 touchdowns and 8 field goals. You don't know why Auburn's 4-6? That right there. I mean, 31 trips into the red zone, only 16 times they've scored a touchdown. 95% of the time, 38 out of 40, 29 of those 40 trips into the red zone for Texas A&M have ended in a touchdown. So now let's look at red zone defense. What does Auburn do against opponents? They got a 71.4%. Opponents scored 20 out of 28 times. They've scored 16 touchdowns and 4 field goals. Look at Texas A&M. Opponents have scored 20 out of 22 times in the red zone. 12 touchdowns, 8 field goals. So numbers are better defensively, but offensively there's so much more in favor of Texas A&M than Auburn. There's the difference in why one team's 8-2 and the other one's 4-6.
It's the same woes. If you want to stay on these offensive stats and talk about the ones that bother you the most, let me tell you two that bother me the most. We've rushed the football for 172 yards a game. They've run it for 212 yards per game. That's second in the conference. We're sitting there in the middle of the pack at 7th in the conference.
And we have the best running back.
I think we got the best running back. And I think we've proven we can run the football. We don't run it enough. And for whatever reason, we've gone away from Peyton Thorne. Last year, we really used Peyton Thorne running the football, and we got better as the season moved on. We went away from that this year.
I don't have anything else to add to that. All right, up against the break. Stay tuned. More to come right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit alagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left in the show today. We want to remind everybody, Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, they have what you need for Thanksgiving. So why rush around and worry about doing all the cooking when you can let Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine do it for you? Dinner for 6 or dinner for 12. $120 for 6 people, $225 for 12. You go try to feed 12 people for $225. You ain't going to do it, man.
Not as good as they're going to cook.
Not as good as they're going to do it, but you're not going to get out of a store with $225. Ain't going to buy enough stuff for 12 people. All right, so I don't know how they're doing it, but they're trying to help you out on Thanksgiving. Smoked turkey, fried turkey, spiral ham. You can get your choice of which meat you want, and then you can pick any of the sides that you want here. 2 sides, cornbread dressing, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, garlic mashed potatoes. The list goes on and on. I'm not going to list them all. I mean, why not let them do it? Then you can just tell everybody you did it. You go buy it. It's all cooked. You can be in there and have it all in the oven and stuff, and everybody walks in your house and they smell it, and you go, "Ooh, man," you know, you have your towel over there and you be wiping your head, say, "Been up since 3 o'clock getting all this ready this morning, man. I'm glad y'all are here finally to eat this food." Just let Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine do it. Down in Montgomery or Auburn, they'll take care of you. You got to get your order in this Saturday, okay? You got to get your order in this Saturday because next Thursday, then you got till lunch on Wednesday of next week to go pick it up.
Okay.
So there's your information on Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Again, you still have time to comment on the program if you'd like. We'd love to hear from you out there. You can call us 256-234-6221. All right, Hugh Freeze, keys to a win. Everybody drum roll, please. I think we need to win first down, offensively for sure, and then special teams. I think we have a chance to get points. We got to make points and defensively eliminate the explosive plays, particularly those that occur when Marcel Reed breaks the pocket. Okay, first of all, if one side of my football is ranked 14th nationally and 3rd in the conference, I'm probably not going to bring them up. I'm going to probably let them keep doing what they're doing. So let's not worry about the explosive plays for Texas A&M. Let's worry about the first part of the sentence. We need to win first down, and guess what? Ding, ding, ding. We need to get some points. Because I just read off the red zone information, and we ain't been doing that very well all year. So that's a good start. I like his quote. He's spot on. So anything to add to that?
I think there's a magical number out there rushing the football that Auburn needs to do. And I think if we do that, we'll win the football game. And I don't know if that number's 175 yards rushing on Saturday, 200 yards rushing. You know, every year it feels like that changes a little bit. You know, the frustrating part is I still believe we can run the football, and I'm confident we've got the best running back in the conference. But he can't do a lot with 14 touches, averaging 14, 15 touches when he's only got possibly a couple of games left in an Auburn jersey. Right. I'd ride that horse until the end until the season's out, and I'd give him a chance. Someone would have to hold him under 5 yards per carry for him not to get to 150 yards for me. That's how often he'd touch it in the next 2 games, which means he needs to touch the football 30 times. What do we have left to deal with? Honestly, if you
right,
am I missing something? Is he a smaller back? Is there some reason you don't run him more?
No, you're not missing anything. No, you can't quit trying to come up with a rationale for something that's stupid. I mean, literally. I mean, you're trying to make sense of something that can't make any sense.
Well, I have thought about it. I'm like, why does he need to be limited to 18 to 20 touches per game?
He doesn't. He doesn't need to be limited to 18 to 20. That's a mindset somewhere on that coaching staff. Period. I mean, that's a mindset.
I watch Kentucky. That guy gets stronger as the game goes on. Now, we only have a limited basis of knowledge to go back to see that.
Right.
Because we haven't seen him have the ability, because of lack of touches late in the football game, to get stronger. But over his career, I feel like the more that he touches the football, the better chance that he has of breaking one out of the back end of it.
I agree with that. Well, isn't that what Stacey Danley used to do back in the day? You remember he was the guy that got stronger as the game went along. But I remember Stacey Danley, man, in the late 80s, especially in those Georgia and Alabama games, man, he looked like he'd been sitting on the bench for 3 quarters, and he just got in the game when everybody else had been playing the full game. Yeah. He's just one of those backs. Jarquez Hunter, to me, is the same guy. You know, as everybody gets into the game and then deep into the second half, that's when you feed a guy like him. Mm-hmm. That's when you break tackles. That's when guys are tired. So, all right, first SEC night game for Auburn. Here's what Hugh Freeze said. Night games in Jordan-Hare are always fun. Our people enjoy it, and it's, if we find a way to get this thing to the fourth quarter with a chance to win it, our fans will make a difference. I believe that with all my heart, so it'll be a fun opportunity. I'm sorry. That sounds like a loser. I mean, it does. I mean, if we can get to the fourth quarter, man, we know our fans will pull us through. I mean, I'm sorry, man. That just sounds like if we just get it to the fourth quarter.
You're propping everyone up.
Can we not come out there and take control of the damn game? Excuse my language.
Yeah.
I mean, serious. Can you not just come out there and take control of the game? I mean, this ain't a world beater team. You act like this is – I don't know what you act like this is. What team do you want to put in that place? I mean, this isn't some unbelievable – I mean, did you think South Carolina said, hey, man, we got to get this thing to the fourth quarter? I think that's part of
the
issue, the mentality of it. All right, up against the final break of the show. Stay tuned. One final segment right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit allagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on the show. Again, want to thank all of our sponsors. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensa Green. Let's go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Welcome in Joe. Joe, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, brother? You with us?
You what?
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say I think both of y'all hit it on nail on the head there when you was talking about Hunter running the ball. He's probably the best back I've seen in a long time. And all I can't understand is like y'all touching on. How does the coaches not see that? I mean, I guarantee you most of the Auburn fans would say that Hunter needs to touch the ball more. Why do the coaches not know that?
It's a good question. I don't make $7 million a year, so I guess I don't have the answer.
Well, okay, I'm going to tell you something about this right here. If he don't do something about these assistant coaches he's got, they've lost some ball games this year on account of the coaching.
No doubt.
If he don't get something straightened out with his assistant coaches this year, you expect the same thing next year and the year after next. Because the coaches is the problem, a lot of the problem right now. I ain't saying all on Breeze, whatever, but I'm saying there's people he's got under him, if they can't see what a back they have got, and don't let him touch the ball. I guess like you say, Alabama's quarterback, they're going to let him run the ball because they know he's the best player on the field. And Hunter, to me, he puts his head down and he's wide open every time he touches the ball.
Name of the game, get the ball to your best player, right?
That's the way I look at it.
Simplify things. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate your call, brother.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Joe. We appreciate all the phone calls today. 256-234-6221. I sent Brett a text this past Saturday, and watching Alabama play, it was broken plays. When you watch Jalen Milroe, these aren't just like – I'm not saying all, but he had multiple plays in that game where I didn't think the design was very good at all. And then next thing you know, you turn around and he's broken out of the back end running the ball, and he's made a first down gain, and it really does help. We sound like a broken record, but since Nick Marshall came down,
I know it.
He was the imps of what I was hopeful that we would turn into that type of offense.
Well, look at Cam Ward.
That every year that you could go and get somebody that the quarterback's rushing for 800 to 1,000 yards and maybe throwing for 2,000
That's why
yards.
dual threat quarterbacks are so important.
They are.
They allow a broken play to become a special play.
They take a lot of pressure off the running back too.
They do.
When you run that option that you see with Nick Marshall and Trey Mason.
And those defensive ends having to crash down and having to make a decision.
Buddy, it's over.
It is over, man.
I'll never forget that the 2013 run for Nick Marshall was just a crash down by the defensive ends, and he split it, and he split the two deep safeties, and once he got between them, it was
over,
just
man.
right it on up.
Yep.
And those I
know it.
I
know
sound
it.
like a broken record, but it's so frustrating. It really is.
I don't have enough time to go into this SEC title game scenarios, but let's just see what we have at the top right now. You got Texas at 9-1, A&M at 8-2, along with Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia and Tennessee. All of those are 8-2. All right, Texas 9-1. They've got to play Texas A&M next week. They've got to play Kentucky this coming up Saturday. Unless they just absolutely crap the bed, they'll get that win against Kentucky, and it'll come down to the A&M game for them. And A&M sitting there going, we got to beat Auburn to get to that Texas game to give ourselves a chance to get to the title game. Could have a scenario there. I don't know what the tiebreaker stuff is. I don't have time enough to get into all of it, but you could realistically, I guess, have Texas A&M and Texas turn right back around and play each other again. Could that happen? Depending on how things play out with the rest of the group with Alabama. Alabama has Oklahoma and Auburn. A&M has Auburn, Texas. Ole Miss has Florida, Mississippi State. Georgia has UMass and Georgia Tech. They're done with the conference schedule. And Tennessee has Vanderbilt left after UTEP that's coming up Saturday. So, I don't know. There's a log jam up there. We have no divisions anymore. Going to have to go into all these tiebreakers, and Andy's got about a half a page of stuff to read off, and we don't have enough time to go through it. But it's going to come down to these tiebreakers.
Who do you think's playing the best right now?
Alabama.
Yeah, I do. I think
they had their mid-season
I think
slump.
Ole Miss is close too.
They had their mid-season slump, but
I wouldn't want to play Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is they had a great performance against Georgia, but who did they lose to the week before?
Yeah, I know it. They're odd now.
You don't know what you're going to get, but they look like they found themselves offensively the last couple of weeks.
And Georgia is a one half to the next team.
Georgia's a Carson Beck to the next half.
Well, then
that's if he's playing good, they're as good as anybody. If he's off, man, it's Sketchville, big time. I'm not impressed with Texas top to bottom.
I think they could play Georgia 10 times. Georgia beat them all 10.
I think so. Texas,
watching that game, they just didn't match Georgia well.
They didn't. Texas is not. Again, I go back to Quinn Ewers. He's just not blowing me away. But, these teams, Tennessee just lost to Georgia. I won't say Alabama hit their little midseason slump there. They survived that South Carolina game. I'm thinking they've caught their second win. They're playing better. I would say they're playing the best, and I would probably say Ole Miss is playing second best.
I like that.
And
I agree with you.
Georgia's right in there with them.
Yeah, Georgia's half to half.
Right.
Second half against Tennessee. Tennessee wasn't going to do anything.
And then the ones that get left out still have a playoff shot, and they don't have to go play in the SEC championship.
I think two or three of the others are going to make the
right.
playoff.
So, I mean, ain't the end of the world you don't get to that championship game. Actually, it may end up being better for you at the end of the day. They got to address that, too, because these championship games are just getting in the way now.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Auburn Blitz. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow. For Randy, I'm Brett saying we've enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow.